Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. What I'm going to be making today is a delicious batch of peanut brittle. And today's recipe is a viewer's request and I thank you for sending that to me, and I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get to it. But this time of the year, if you're looking for gifts for a special someone or you just want to make some to have for a snack, I'll show you a simple method. So let's get started. I'm going to tell you the ingredients that we're going to be using. Today we're going to be using a candy thermometer. We're going to be using a cup of white sugar, 1 teaspoonful of baking soda, a quarter of a teaspoonful of sea salt, a quarter of a cup of water, a half a cup of corn syrup, 1 cup of peanuts of your choice, salted or non-salted, and 2 tablespoonfuls of butter, and of course a cookie sheet. So let's get started. And for those of you that have made peanut brittle before, you know you need a candy thermometer. You may be able to get away with it without it, just testing to see if it's at the right consistency. But I'd recommend it because you need it at 300 degrees Celsius, and that's 150 Fahrenheit. So we're not going to use this right away. We're going to use this when it gets to a boiling temperature. So what I'm going to do now is start putting the ingredients into my deep saucepan with a nice thick bottom, and I'll tell you as we go. So what we're going to do first is put in our sugar, our water, our sea salt. We'll be putting in our corn syrup. Now when this starts to condense and just melt all together, we will add in our peanuts, but right now I'm just going to let this pour on out. So pretty much all we're doing there now is letting all of these ingredients melt in together. So now that we got it all melted in together, we're going to be putting in 1 cup of peanuts. And like I was saying, if you want to put in salted peanuts, you can. Even though you just added some sea salt there, you can add in regular peanuts. Or, I know we're making peanut brittle, but you can add whatever nut you want, actually, because it's your own that you're making. But this is so delicious. The end result is worth it. So let that start to boil now, and then we'll put in our candy thermometer. So also what you can do is when your boiler starts to boil, you can time it, because 15 minutes is all you would need on that medium temperature to get this going. Also have all of your stuff ready. So this is a cookie sheet. Make sure you oil it good, because you're not going to have any time to do this afterwards, because this is where the peanut brittle is going to go down into. And you need 2 forks and have your butter and your baking soda ready, because once this reaches the temperature, it's all fast moving. So let's get in and show you the bubbling stage of our liquid. As well, make sure you're holding the handle. You do not want to scald yourself with this, because this is definitely a high temperature it's going to reach. So we're going to put our candy thermometer into the boiler or the saucepan, and when it reaches 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 Celsius, then is when we take it off. But right now you're going to stir, not as much as frequently, but every so often, because you don't want it to stick to the bottom, and just keep watching your thermometer. As you can see, it's coming along nice. I mean, it's bubbling there, and my thermometer is almost reached where it should be. Now, another way to test your peanut brittle is, if you don't have a thermometer, when it gets to that stage after the 15-minute point, you can take a little bit of the liquid and pour into cold water, and if it creates a small brittle that could break, then you know that it's at the candy consistency. But right now mine is at 250, so I got 50 more degrees to go, and then I'm going to be adding in the other ingredients. Okay, my mixture has reached the right temperature, 300 degrees. I'm going to take it off now and then add in the other ingredients. Okay, so now I'm going to take mine off the damper, and I'm going to take out my thermometer, put it to the side here. It's really hot, so you want to be careful. I'm going to be putting in the 2 butter, and then I'm going to mix that around, and then we're going to be putting in our baking soda. When I say 2 butter, that's 2 tablespoonfuls. So I mix that around like this. And now I'm going to be putting it into the pan. And like I said, all this got to be done fast and furious. I'll show you. You dump it out into the pan like this. And then comes the magic. You got to use your fork. I'm just trying to get it all out there. And this part, like you said, you got to have everything ready, or else you're not going to have time to do it. So you just spread it out the way you want to spread it, like this, just lifting and pulling. And then you're going to let this cool for half an hour, and it's going to look something like this. And just remember as well, when you take your candy thermometer off the boiler, don't just put it on a surface, put it on something, because it's quite hot. I got it into some warm water there now, and this one is dishwasher safe. You can clean it well and then put it away. So this peanut brittle just got to rest now for about 30 minutes, just until it's cool. I'm sure if you want to snap cool it, you can put it in the fridge, but if you're not waiting for it, just leave it out on the counter and let it gradually go to that temperature. I do have some made in advance, but I will show you that, and maybe by the time we'll show you what this one looks like in the cookie sheet. Okay, so now, like I was saying, I got some already ready to show you. And these here I got done as a gift to somebody. And then I got some into my glass jar for snacking on. So pretty much, if you want it for Christmas time and you wanted to gift it, you can put your little wrap around it and then put it into a plastic bag to keep it nice and fresh, and then put it into the gift bag and seal it down, and then it's good to go. And trust me, your family and friends would love that. And the same thing if you wanted to do it for a birthday party, just put it into a bag and put it into the box. But this is delicious. I'm gonna have a little taste. It's got a nice snap to it too. And for those of you that have never had peanut brittle before, it is a chewy candy, and it's crisp, and you don't want you don't want to get it stuck in your teeth. Of course, you can taste the peanuts. Delicious. It's got a nice little texture to it, but you can just snack on this all night. Delicious. That was delicious. Just wash some of it down with some water. Okay, so that is as simple as that. And now, this is the one we just did, and you can see that it's starting to set there now. So what I'll do is lift this a little bit. I'll just get my spatula, and just to show you what it looks like, and then pretty much when it sets, all you have to do is break it the sizes you want. So I'll show you that. Okay, so we're only at the 15-minute stage of this cooling, but I just want to show you, because the bottom of the pan is greased, you could lift it really easy like this. Now when it sets, you can just take it and break it into pieces. And like I was saying, what I got done here, and it's broke into these fancy little pieces, you can do the same with yours. So that's it, simple as that. So I hope that I've made you interested to go ahead and make this, and thank you to our viewers that requested this today. So this is as easy as that and as good as it gets. I will also leave you a recipe at the bottom of this video that you can click on and follow step by step, or you can watch the video right through and follow me while I make mine. As well, there's a subscribe button there. If you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button, and each time we post a new video, we will give you a notification. You can also visit us on our Facebook page, send us a message on our YouTube channel, or our website www.bonitaskitchen.com. So thank you for joining us again for another episode of Bonita's Kitchen today. From our kitchen to yours, thank you, and you have a wonderful day.